Yo family, in this video I want to show us how I mix this amazing vocal. But before we dive into it, shout out to my guy Akin SK on this vocal. He's an amazing artist. You can do well to check him out. Akin SK in all streaming platform. He's an amazing guy. So before I dive into it, let us hear the before and after of the vocal. So let me mute the beats. I've muted the beat. So let us let us bypass all the plugins. So hear the raw vocal.
I get my own infinite desire, and you get your own. Baby, baby, Messiah, I'm taking you home.
Can you see how it sounded clean even without no plugin? So always record your vocal very clean before you start mixing. Make sure your vocal is at least 60% or 50% clean. Understand? So let me activate the plugins and let's hear the vocal after I've mixed it.
I get my own infinite desire, and you get your own. Baby, baby, Messiah, I'm taking you home. Infinite desire, and you get your own. Baby, baby, Messiah, I'm taking you home.
Can you see how it's sounding crispy and nice? Very smooth. So let me show us how all what I use on the vocal chain. So number one on my vocal chain is limiter. What I'm using the limiter for is is to set a wall. I'm telling this limiter that make sure this vocal doesn't pass through this place. It's just like a wall. I'm setting a certain wall that don't pass through this space. Don't make sure those louder parts of the vocal don't pass through this. Leave the lower part first and make sure I all this louder part of the vocal, make sure they didn't pass through this line. That is what I use this limiter for. So and the second plugins on my chain is saturation. So I had it just for me to I just add a little harmonics, a little distortion to the vocal to make it fuller and to make it warm and fuller. So just a little. Can you hear it?
I get my own infinite desire, and you get your own. Baby, baby, Messiah, I'm taking infinite desire.
Can you see? Then after that, after the saturation, I had my CLA 76, my compressor. Now this is after I've used my limiter to set the wall, to set a wall for the louder part. Now I'm using this compressor CLA 76 to compress normal to bring those lower parts up. You understand? Just you know what compressor does. So I'm bringing the lower part up to level everything. So this is what I'm using this compressor with. As you can see, I'm using the fast attack and the fast release on the compressor. Now the next chain is what we call auto tune. As we all know what auto tune means, just our pitch shift, just for our vocal to sit on top the beat, and to sit up on top the key. Sorry, to make it sit on top the key very well. So this is what I use auto tune. So I just set my key C minor, and this input type you can tweak it and you can select the one that go best for your vocal. You can select this auto tenor, but in this time this vocal I'm using bass instrument. So this is how it sound with auto tune, compressor, saturation and limiter.
I get my own infinite desire, and you get your own. Baby, baby, sire, I'm taking you home.
Can you see? Can you see that those vocals have already come up? Those lower parts of the vocals have already come up, so it's balanced. Now I notice the vocal is somehow dull. It's still dull, so I need something to boost it up. So I make use of this virtual mix rack. An amazing plugin. So I use this guy. In this guy, I just bring my EQ. I EQ it. I give it some highs. I give it some highs. Then after this EQ, I bring my compressor. I make sure I compress it also. I compress it just to make it fuller. Then I also bring this reviver plugins. It's also as saturation. It makes vocal warm. Just make it warm. Let us hear it with this virtual mix.
I get my infinite desire, and you get your baby, baby, sire, I'm taking.
Can you see it? Can you see that the vocal is bright now and warm? So after that, I noticed that those noise, some noise have boost out. Some noise now is now visible in the vocal. So I bring out this C1 gate. It's just noise compressor, just to catch the noise. You understand? Just to catch the noise. So this is I'm just using it to catch the noise. So after the gate, so I bring out. I notice some bad frequency because after I've compressed the vocal, I've loud the vocal. So I notice there are some bad frequency. So I bring this EQ. So it's a wave EQ. So I cut out some bad frequency. I cut out some bad frequency in it.
Infinite, and you get your own
Can you see?
desire, you.
So I use this to cut the bad frequency. After that, I bring out this guy. The C4 is a multi-band compressor. This guy is it enable us to control each band. As you can see, this guy has 4 band. It's a multi-band compressor. So as you can see, I dug down the low part, the low frequency. I bring it down. I don't need it. So the mid part, I just boost, boost it a little. Then I compress it down. I boost the gain. Then I compress it down a little. So with this guy, let's see how it sound.
I get my own infinite, and you get your own. Baby, baby, sire, I'm taking you home. Infinite desire, and you get your own. Baby, sire, I'm taking you.
As you can see now that the vocal now is sounding very bright and clean. Now as it is now, I'm noticing some SSS in some S's in the vocal, some S in the vocal. So I just bring this de-esser. This is what this de-esser does, just to tame those SSS in the vocal. So I'm docking it down to 36.6 threshold. So let us hear it with this de-esser.
I get my own infinite desire, and you get your own. Baby, baby, sire, I'm taking you home. Infinite desire, and
Wow, can you see that the vocal now is sounding clean? I've used the de-esser to what? To control the SSs in the vocal. Now it's clean. The vocal now is clean and warm. Can you see? Then I had my my reverb. I add my reverb, vanilla reverb, vanilla vintage reverb. As you can see it. If you want the settings, you can pause it, then copy the settings. So, and I had my delay also. I have my delay. So I'm using ping pong delay, H delay from Wave. So that is it for my vocal chain. So let's hear all the mix with the beat and everything. Let's go.
I like the way you move more like a bullshit. Baby, she not natural and a doctor give you. Girl, I got you on my mind, it's your crazy effect. I get my own infinite desire, and you get your own. Baby, baby, sire, I'm taking you home. Infinite desire, and you get your own. Baby, baby, sire, I'm taking you home. I'm a killer,
So for more tips, follow, subscribe, and like this video for more tips. Thank you.